Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Anatomy of Movies Fan Q&A. Now, before we get started, I do want to say welcome back, Sarah Stretton. I know we don't always discuss this on the podcast because who would want to listen to it, but at least in this type of form, we can say it. Sarah was in Europe, and now she is back.
I'm back.
So you're going to see her on the podcast. I know some fans were wondering, where's Sarah? Sarah did not leave Anatomy. She's back. And Chloe will be back next week on the panel for this as well. She's just taking this week off. Anyway, let's get right to it. I picked some comments from, kind of the more recent movies that I like. So let's start with the X-Men special that we did this past Friday. A lot of you guys liked it, so it's great to see. We were a little hesitant to perhaps do it, but I'm glad we did. Little God Bess BR writes, I love this recap of the movies, and I can't wait to see what you guys have to say about the perfection that is Days of Future Past. We're doing it this Friday, so
I'll be there.
She writes, I am a huge Joss Whedon fan, and I know Marissa is too, and knowing that Buffy Summers was inspired by Kitty Pryde, not to say that Josh wrote an amazing Kitty story on The Astonishing X-Men, I'd really love to see a Kitty movie written and directed by him. Ellen Page would kiss some serious ass, and I think it'd be fantastic.
I completely agree. I mean, I'm excited to talk about X-Men, not to give out any spoilers, but I think that there's a lot of potential for some more stories and some more character expansion.
Yeah, because they've always kind of gone with Wolverine, and I know he's been the biggest, but we can definitely it may not be a standalone movie, but we can give some of the more minor characters kind of a spin-off.
And they have such great actors in all of their supporting roles that they have room to explore them because the talent is there.
Indeed. And this one's kind of a quick one, but Brenton Harsh writes, awesome video, keep it up. And that's in regards to the X-Men special. So thank
Brenton.
you. Sometimes we just like shout-outs.
Yeah, thanks.
This one goes a little bit back. This one is talking about Divergent, and it's from Shiva's Instruments. Interesting name. They don't explain what Divergent is in the first book. They explain what it is in the third book. This also explains what is outside of the fence in book 2. So I know if you guys listened to that Anatomy podcast we did for Divergent, we were questioning kind of what does Divergent fully mean, and what is outside of the fences. And so thank you for writing and telling us that even in the books it happens later, because we were wondering, is it in the books? And I know you read the book.
Exactly. It's for me, when I watch movies and normally TV, I try and read the books with the film because I don't want to get too ahead of myself. But it does leave unanswered questions, and it always gives you that discrepancy of what the book fans know or what the series fans know versus just what the moviegoer is getting.
Indeed. And I'm going to Guata Bawa Mukadala.
Sorry if we just messed that up.
This is in regards to Godzilla, which we also did this past Friday. He writes, or she, the creature's presence in the movie and that Godzilla would fight them was in the final trailer. I'm assuming you guys did not watch it from your comments about not knowing there were other monsters. Great review, you guys. Enjoyed both points of view and agreed. The movie was good, but not great. So I'm glad I think, there's been so many trailers regarding that movie and so many clips that by the time I went to see it, I didn't know which trailers I had seen and which ones I didn't.
Yeah.
But again, I enjoyed the movie, but nonetheless, thank you for writing.
I mean, I think Godzilla's still on my list. I didn't get to see it because I was out of the country, so I'm going to see it this week. But I think that one of the things about the Godzilla franchise, and every time they make it, is they have to put some air of mystery around it. Yeah. Always, that's what makes it exciting. People know the story of Godzilla, so you have to be able to change it up and leave questions. Because for me, I know the main premise, but I have no idea what I'm going to see in this movie.
You're gonna enjoy some great things. And Brenton Harsh writes yet again, this time about Godzilla. I thought it was a really great movie, except for a couple of flaws. It's really good. So
Thanks,
you know what?
Brenton.
Shout out to Brenton Harsh. He's been commenting on a lot of videos for us, and so we definitely appreciate that. And for you fans out there, let us know what you guys feel about these movies. Let us know what you guys feel about us. Let us know what you guys want to talk about, and we'll talk about it. See you next week.